I found this out. Did you know you can get throat cancer from eating pussy? Yes, that guy knows. Okay. He's a smart man. Because what happens is you can get HPV in your throat, and then it can develop into cancer. And that scares me, right? That's a scary thing to find out, because what that meant to me is that means people in our society have been dying from eating pussy, and then we don't honor them.
All right. Thank you for having me. You guys are great. You ready for your last comedian? Your last comedian of the night is so funny, man. Please make some noise. Give me all the energy you got left. Help me welcome him. It's Jacob Balshin, everybody!
Hi. I just turned 31. Thank you, yeah. It's changed all my fears. This used to be a fear, right? This is weird. We're all in a room. People are yelling, show your tits. This could go really bad. But not really worried about how this goes. I'm in my 30s. Don't really care how this goes anymore. Because I'm in my 30s, and I live at home with my parents. So you're not going to hurt me. In the nighttime, I listen for my father's snores to indicate that it's safe to masturbate. You're not gonna hurt me. And if you think that's gross, it's grosser that I know my parents wait for me to go to bed so that they can have sex with each other. That means every night at my house, we all just lay in our beds. And we just wait to see who gets to come that night. And it's never my mom. And my dad hates that joke. Told that joke in front of my dad. I don't live at home anymore. You ever do something as a kid far past the age that it's age appropriate? It becomes your biggest secret. You hide it from the world. You don't have to tell me yours. This is mine, okay? When I was a kid, I would sleep in my parents' bedroom whenever I'd get scared at night. And I did that until I was in the 9th grade. I started smoking weed in the 9th grade. I would rip a bong, and then I'd go lie between my mom and my dad, and I'd just trip out. And I told that to a friend, and he was like, that's not an embarrassing secret. My secret's way more embarrassing. And I said, what's your secret? And he said, my mom breastfed me till I was 6 years old. And I was like, you think I was lying in bed with my parents and I wasn't sucking my mom's titties? My mom hates that joke. I told that joke in front of my mom. I can't sleep in their bed anymore. Whose tits am I gonna suck, you know? You ever realize your parents shouldn't be parents, but you exist? And you live and you pay taxes? I realize my parents shouldn't be parents because shouldn't exist. They probably, their parents shouldn't have done it either. Dude, I realized my parents shouldn't exist. I called my mom one time. I was sick, so I wanted motherly advice. So I called my mother, and my mom's advice to me, my mom told me to take 2 Tylenol every 2 hours. That was her advice. 2 Tylenol every 2 hours, and I did. I started taking 2 Tylenol every 2 hours until I overdosed on Tylenol. And I got rushed to a hospital because I was dying. And all my friends, they found this out. And when they found it out, they all assumed I did it on purpose. They all thought I tried taking my own life because they know I struggle with my mental health and I do have suicidal thoughts. And so they all thought I tried to kill myself. And that hurt me so deeply that all my friends thought that, right? That all my friends could think that, because it's just like, well, you guys don't think I would take all the pills at once? You think I'm microdosing suicide? You think I'm edging my suicide? I'm having a weird week. I make food videos online. Anyone ever seen one? Cool, thank you. I make videos, I go to restaurants, I eat food, I put them on TikTok. I made a video recently, my local Alibaba's. We're all familiar? If you don't know it, worst shawarma chain in the city. It's a very mediocre shawarma chain, okay? My Alibaba's, near Christie Station, decided to start selling spaghetti. I was interested in this, so I made a video. And the video I just filmed, I went, oh my God, Alibaba sells spaghetti now. They should call themselves Albabinos. Didn't think anything of it, right? Kept living my life. I got a message a few days later on Instagram. It was from Alibaba's. And it said, we like the name Albabinos. Thought nothing of it. A few days ago, I was walking down the street in my neighborhood, and I looked at my Alibaba's, and it is no longer named Alibaba's. It is now named Albabinos. As two people clapping for a man naming a shawarma shop. No, yeah. I don't know if you guys yield this kind of fucking power in your life. I'm naming shawarma shops. Dude, I went in first day. I walked in first day. They were so excited to see me. They were pumped. They were like, oh my God, it's you. We named it Albabinos because of you. And I was like, how's it going? They're like, we're losing a lot of money. Okay, one last one. You guys have been lovely. Thank you for coming and supporting what we do. This is my last joke. Did you know, I found this out. Did you know you can get throat cancer from eating pussy? Yes, that guy knows. Okay. He's a smart man. Because what happens is you can get HPV in your throat, and then it can develop into cancer. And that scares me, right? That's a scary thing to find out, because what that meant to me is that means people in our society have been dying from eating pussy, and then we don't honor them. We bury them like they're regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill deaths. And they're not. Those are our heroes, and we should bury them with honor and with dignity. We should bury them face down in the box like they lived. I had someone ask me, they said, are you afraid to get throat cancer from eating pussy? Nay. Not this guy. I'm not afraid, because I've made a decision. If I get throat cancer from eating pussy, I'm going to go around to every high school with my voice box. And I'm going to give kids anti-pussy eating PSAs. I'm going to walk into high school auditoriums like, I used to be young, just like you, and think it was so cool to eat pussy. I would say to a woman, sit on my face until I cannot breathe. And now I cannot breathe. The nurses feed me pussy through a straw. Told that joke the other day, and a woman came up to me and she said, could you never do that again? And I said, why? And she said, well, you're making fun of a group of people on stage who suffer from a terminal illness. And I said, people with throat cancer? And she said, no, women with guys who don't eat their pussies. I looked at that woman. She was just standing with her husband. I had to look this woman's poor husband in the eyes and be like, Dad, this is why she doesn't come. Thank you guys. You guys are so awesome.